Hello and welcome to White Men Can't Pod. I'm your host, Ryan. I'm here with my two co-hosts, Bill, who always has a catchphrase for us.
Which one do you want here, Ryan?
Can you give me like the A
The
catchphrase? The A catch. Oh, you talking about a beer?
Yeah, which one do you want?
Give me the Legacy IPA.
Okay.
You can have a Stella.
I'll have a Stella.
You can have a Stella.
Right,
Dynamite catchphrase.
Start over.
Nope. Dynamite catchphrase. I'm also here with my other co-host, Wally. What's up, everybody?
How we doing?
We're here to talk about Kingpin. It's episode 22 of White Men Can't Pod. A star bowler whose career was prematurely cut off hopes to ride a new prodigy to success and riches. Bill, you are taking us through Kingpin.
I sure am.
How'd you first see Kingpin?
So I was thinking about this. I don't know, but I've seen it for sure before, not in theaters, and I've seen it like not TV edited, which makes me think this was like an early Netflix watch or something for me. Because I definitely have seen it before in its entirety.
This movie came out in 96.
Yeah. I didn't see it then. I saw it as an adult.
You didn't see it in college? I think I own this.
Maybe I saw it in college.
I do own this.
All right, so then maybe it was a college watch. I've definitely seen it because I remember the lady,
Yeah.
that I remember.
Oh, that's unforgettable.
Yeah. I feel like they've mocked that in movies as well.
The weird old lady.
Yeah, like her doing that.
Oh, straight up.
Yeah. I feel like in like
Straight up.
yeah, one of those what are they called? Parody movies?
Oh, I'm sure. Oh,
Yeah.
right. You're right. Probably. Like the Not Another Teen Movie franchise kind of thing.
Yeah, that thing.
Which, good. This is a comedy, so parody a comedy and another comedy. That's usually how that works, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that happened, though. I'm sure that happened.
I'm
yeah,
sure
there
that-
was. It
How'd you
was,
first see this, Wally?
Yesterday.
You've never seen Kingpin?
I had never
No.
seen Kingpin before. Nope.
Okay. It's our first bowling movie?
It is.
Yep.
It's a
I'm
nice,
sure not our
nice,
last.
nice
Not our
miscellaneous
first.
category. How many bowling movies are out there? I don't know.
Oh, I forgot I wanted to look something up. And I
Yeah,
didn't.
there's got to be other bowling movies.
Other than The Big Lebowski, which is a movie I would like to put into this show, but I don't know if it counts.
I feel like it doesn't. It's not about bowling.
But it is, and there's like a whole tournament.
It
and
is
stuff.
not about the bowling.
It's about the rug. It's not about the bowling. It's about
I thought it was about
rug.
the nihilists.
It's about the nihilists. It's about Flea. We don't care about anything. I can't remember why I bought this. I think this was in this period of time where it's like, oh, this movie is $8 at Best Buy. I'm gonna buy this. Like I need movies for college or something like that. Probably.
Yeah.
Let me just stock up on movies before I go to college.
Oh, yeah, I could see
That
this
could
being
have
in
been
your
it.
binder.
That could have been in. It was definitely in the binder.
Yeah.
It was in the binder for sure. All right, Bill, you ran us through this, so you got to do the games: the box office game,
Okay. We can jump
the
right
budget
in.
game.
Well, that's where we'll start with the
Okay.
budget for this. This is a Farley Brothers movie, so they are a known duo.
Famous.
Pretty
What's
big
the
names
budget?
in it. Pretty big names in it. You got
I mean, Bill
Woody
Murray.
Harrelson.
Woody
Bill Murray.
Harrelson. Yep.
Apparently, their first choice for Bill Murray was actually Jim Carrey.
That would have been interesting.
And instead of Randy Quaid, they wanted to go with Chris Farley.
Yes, but
But
he
Chris
was
Farley was dead by then. Right?
No.
he was doing Black Sheep.
Yeah, he was already like.
Oh, he was
couldn't
doing
fit it.
Black Sheep. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
So budget.
Yeah. We got Bill Murray. We got a decent cast here.
That girl's in other stuff, but not
Yeah. What was she in?
nothing
looked
like
familiar,
big.
yeah.
But she's in a bunch of things, but not like anything big. I don't think.
I'll go with 20 million.
I was gonna say something around there. So give me 28 million.
Okay.
Ooh. Well, Ryan, you are a little closer, but you were way over. So Wally wins that.
Woo!
Budget of $25 million.
All right.
Oh, okay. All right.
So what do they make off of this $25 million movie?
I don't remember this being like a hit.
Yeah, this feels more like a cult classic.
It was like something I
type?
found out about later.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, I've seen the yeah part on Comedy Central like 4 times, so I'm gonna buy this movie for $8 at Best Buy. So I'm gonna say it made okay money. Let's say it made $40 million.
I'm gonna lowball it. I'm gonna say only like 10 million. I think it flopped.
Ooh. Well, you win, Wally.
Ooh.
Not quite that bad. 32.2 million.
Okay. All right.
The Farley brothers blamed this on the fact that it was released during the 1996 Summer Olympics,
Oh.
which were not only Olympics, but they were in America Olympics.
Oh, so yeah, nobody's going to the theater.
So they said, like, nobody saw it, but then it was a big hit once it hit video.
Yeah. It's got to be a big hit on
that
video.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, 32 million. So they did. I mean, they made their money back.
mean-
That's the goal of movie theaters, right? To break even.
Yeah, not usually. Every once in a while things would slip through the cracks. Like I'd be able to get, but this was post. Like I would get weird comedies or weird like rated R movies from the corner store there, the pages when I was a kid, and they'd slip through the cracks.
Oh, yeah.
But I had
I
moved.
forgot they did movies at LePage's.
Yeah, it was in the back.
That's
And
right.
we had an account, and I used to rent like anything that like I remember watching Necessary Roughness and not understanding anything that was
I
happening.
don't even know what that is.
It's like a football. We'll watch it eventually.
yeah, it
it's like a
sounds familiar.
raunchier football movie, kind of like a Major League of Football,
Okay.
and not understanding what was going on. I remember Hellraiser I got once.
Oh yeah.
I remember watching
I don't
that
know
late
how-
night at it. Hellraiser was a sleepover movie for me once.
Jesus.
So I watched it at
Christ.
like 3 in the morning.
That is
RoboCop.
not a good movie.
Yeah, that movie's not good. But by the time this came out, I had moved, and there was no video store I could just like easily get to
Yeah.
anymore. So
Oh right, because LePage's used to be on Manor.
LePage's was on Valete Street, and it was like 3 doors down from me.
It's
still there.
It was Watson's, and now it's just Valete
Valete
okay.
Market or
whatever it is.
Yeah, but they used to have movies in the back.
Before LePage's, it was something else too.
He had it for a while. I think it sold and became Watson's when
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah.
Like anyone cares about the
There
history
used
of
to
that corner
be-
store, but
A corner store over there on Manor though.
Oh,
right?
at the top of Berkeley.
Yeah.
That was
Z
something
and
else.
Z's.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
had candy. Z
Yeah.
and Z's.
I was gonna say I've never been in there, but I'm sure at some point I did because it
You
was close
definitely-
enough to
My
Berkeley
house.
Park
Your
and your
Berkeley
house.
house. Yeah, I'm sure you went there, but it wasn't that good, and it closed like a year after I got there.
Yeah.
But so, all right, are we doing eBay War now or later?
No, I'll slide it in storyline mode.
Ooh, all right.
Slide it in, baby. All right, you ready?
Wait,
So this,
we didn't get the tagline, did we? Did you say the tagline earlier?
I thought I did.
I think he did.
Star
A
Bowlers.
star bowler whose career was prematurely cut off hopes to ride a new prodigy to
That's
success
Oh,
and riches.
yeah, you did say it.
Prematurely
Okay.
cut
Yeah,
off.
sorry.
Get it?
There is a football game going on, so I'm more
Your
invested
team
in that.
is winning.
Uh,
Go
this-
Cowboys. People love this shit.
Is this our second Woody Harrelson appearance? thus far?
Second. Yep. It is.
And our second
because-
time for Bill Murray?
No, Bill's got to be in more than. No, he was in Caddyshack and Space Jam. So that's
Oh,
This
yeah.
is his
that makes
third
it third.
appearance. Bill
Oh,
Murray's
yeah.
third
What was-
appearance.
What was the other one for Woody Harrelson?
The basketball
Flint Tropics.
Food Tropics movie.
Semi-pro.
Oh, yes,
Semi-pro.
That's right.
That's a
Oh,
bad
that's
name
right.
for that movie, right? If it wasn't called Semi-Pro, it probably would have done better. If it had
I
a
don't know,
better
Maybe,
name.
I guess.
Bad name.
This was the first, but not the last time we'll see Randy Quaid. That's for sure.
That's for sure.
Yay.
It's kind of weird to see Randy Quaid as this.
Well, it's funny too because
like,
I
modest guy.
Yeah.
also, and I didn't realize this until I was reading some of the stuff about it. They always refer to him as the kid, and he's like this young guy that bring it up. He was like 15 years older than the other two like protagonists in this movie.
Was he?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So we start in Ocelot, Iowa, which is not a real place. I did check into
Oh,
that.
no
Oh.
population game on
Oh,
that?
believe me, I was ready for an Ocelot, Iowa population game.
You should have done a population game and then just said it's 0. It doesn't make sense.
not a real
yeah,
thing.
yeah, it's not a real thing. You should have pulled that one. Up.
You know,
Touchdown Cowboys.
see, that's what I can't. Now I'm mad that it's happening. I was gonna say I'm glad Tom Brady's losing, but this jerk on TV, no thank you.
Jerry.
I mean, that's fair. I won't disagree with that.
So we
You
get
can't
another.
even defend your own owner.
no, he's a douchebag.
He's a terrible person. So we start this movie with a little Cat Stevens, which is nice.
I love Cat Stevens. Every time I hear him, like I don't go out and seek him out,
But,
but
he's always good.
every time he pops up, I'm like, and he has that one dad song, which is just a killer song.
I don't
Cats
think
in the
that's Cat
Cradle?
Stevens.
No,
Okay.
it is Cat Stevens. He has the song about him and his kid.
Cats in the Cradle.
No, that's not Cat Stevens.
No, that's not.
Cat and Cat Stevens. I don't know.
That's Harry Chapin. I think that's the
Yeah.
one you're talking about. No, what's the one you're talking
No,
about?
what's
Oh Very Young? Are you talking about?
No.
Oh Very Young's a good one.
Oh God. Here it is. Hold on, I got it right here. I think it's Father and Son.
Oh, okay.
Father and Son. Awesome song.
It's a good song.
A bit of it's a tearjerker. It's a good one. But yeah, and he also has like the theme song to that Ricky Gervais show that was on HBO. Where it was like a extra. Well, I don't think it was called Extras.
The Office.
No, it wasn't The Office. It was after The Office. It wasn't The Office. The Office has its own song. All right.
All right.
Population game 0.
Population game. Os Little Hell 0. So we see Papa Munson. He's a wholesome dad. He's got his boy Roy, who this actually made me laugh. The very first thing when we meet young Roy Munson, and he jumps over a fence, kicks it, breaks a fence, and falls. But he wants.
What kind of fence is this? This is like an ankle high
It was
fence.
a very low picket fence. He wants to. Can we get a game in? So Dad said, "Yeah, I'll meet you around back." And he's teaching him how to bowl in some weird outdoor bowling pit.
It looks like a bocce court.
It does. It looks
Yeah.
like a bocce or like horseshoes.
That makes me think that we need a bocce ball movie.
I'm sure there are some.
Like Will Ferrell and puts together a bocce ball team, and how many people are on the team?
This is probably
Yeah.
something like this
Right.
exists. But he basically says you got a skill. You take my lessons and apply them to your life. You'll be whatever. You'll be great. So we jump to 1979, a decade later, and Roy Munson is now king hustle of his local disco bowling alley. He shows off his state amateur champ of Iowa ring. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves him. He eats somebody's pizza, throws a strike, does a little disco dancing.
I want to live in this world. I want to live
He
in
ate
this
somebody's
world.
pizza in this scene?
Yeah.
Okay, because it comes back around later
does.
on. And I'm
He
like,
tries to
what
do
the
it, yeah.
fuck was that?
In this, he walks in and just grabs someone's food and like shoves it in his mouth, and everybody loves him, so it's fine.
This is a great way to live.
He's the amateur champ of the state, so he's gonna leave town and go pro. Dad's obviously very proud of him. Gives him a broken watch, lovely parting gift. Says here, maybe you can get it to work, or if you need to, you can sell it and get some money.
Yeah.
We then show up at, and I laugh because I'm pretty sure this is a real thing, the Odor Eaters Invitational.
Love it.
And it comes down to him and Big Ern McCracken, who is played, of course, by Bill Murray.
But I love the way that he is used in this movie, where like Big Earn, he looks great. He's got a million bucks. He's got the perm.
Yep.
He keeps talking about how his hair. Well, I'll never lose my hair. So,
Yep.
and then just what they do with his hair subtly, and
Yeah, 'cause he disappears.
by the
not
end.
so subtly
Yeah.
by the end is fantastic.
So they're bowling for $1,500. And even though Big Earn is talking at him while he's trying to bowl about all the pressure he's under and
Yes.
stuff, he makes a shot. He wins his first tournament, gets the big check. Things are looking up until his car doesn't start, and he takes it to the mechanic, and who's eating the gas. Says,
Tasting the gas because
someone put sugar in your tank. You can taste
That's a
it.
good way to test that.
yeah, you might die if you do that.
So he says, how much to fix it? And he's like, oh, it's going to be $2,000. So now he's already 500 in the hole, even after his winnings. Big Earn stops by, picks him up, says, like, let me give you a ride, and then explains to him, yeah, it's rough out here on the tour. We got to find ways to supplement our income, get town to town. So he says, let's go to work, basically. And Munson seems hesitant, seems like something's up, but agrees to go. And they're going up the stairs to some bowling alley where they're going to hustle. And he says, like, does anybody actually bowl here? Apparently, this is actually where this whole thing was filmed.
Yep.
This is a real bowling alley.
Yep.
And it's on the third floor, of course.
Nice.
But so they go and they try to hustle the locals and pretend that they're drunk salesmen. They just got a huge bonus, so they just want to gamble away their money because they're drunk.
And they sell dictionaries,
Yes, so dictionary salesman.
which we bring that back again later, which is great.
I once knew a couple dildo salesmen. Booty and Hep pulled that one for a while.
Dildo salesman.
Jesus. Our friends are the worst.
So they do win, and they make a bunch of money, but the jig's up, and pretty soon they're chased outside by said locals, led by the priest that they've been gambling with.
Yes.
So at this point, he sees the big bag of sugar, says, what's that for? And Bigorn's like, oh, it's for my coffee, obviously. And he says, sometimes you just got to face the music, talks him out of the car, and then drives off and just leaves Roy Munson.
To get his ass beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they came outside and they were...
Yeah, and we find out that the priest is, in fact, also a hustler and not a priest.
Because I'm not a priest. So he was like,
Father, have mercy.
I like when he first walks up and he goes, he's like, what is his name? It's not Father Pat, but it's something like that. He's like, hi, I'm Father Pat. And then like a lady brings him over a whiskey or a cigarette.
Yeah, I only have
He's
one
like,
vice.
I only have one vice. I'm like, all right, not bad. And then she brings a whiskey over. He's like, all right, two.
And he smacks her ass as she leaves. And he goes,
Yeah.
all right, too.
but he did like 4 things. He swore, he slapped her ass, and drank whiskey and smoked. But he only has 2 vices.
So the locals get mad. They're going to teach him a lesson. So they take his bowling hand with his fancy ring on it and shove it into the ball return, which that can't be good.
Ooh.
So we jump 17 years. And now we're in lovely Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Population game?
No.
I was going to say, Scranton's a real place.
Scranton is a real place, but I don't...
They filmed The Office there.
Right.
2 Office references for you.
Didn't they only film like about town? And
Yeah.
I have no
Right.
idea.
Because I remember they're asking for stuff like send us stuff from Scranton.
Yeah, it was set in Scranton. I don't
Yeah.
know how much was filmed in Scranton.
So we meet Roy 17 years later. He's pretty trashy. His house. is
Wait. You're
disgusting.
telling me that wasn't a real documentary?
Oh, sorry.
Did you not know that, Wally? That was not at all real.
Whoops.
Those are actors. They're in other stuff, Wally.
Whoops. Spoiled it for me.
When I was working at Catholic High, there was a girl who was watching it, unbeknownst to me, for the first time ever watching it, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I really like him." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I liked it too," until Michael left, and she goes, "Michael leaves?" I'm like, "Oh no!"
Ruined it for you.
Sorry.
By then, you're not going to want to watch it anyways. It's fine.
Actually, I probably saved you some.
Yeah, exactly.
So 17 years later, Roy's pretty trashy. He's got a disgusting house, a nasty comb over. He's clearly an alcoholic, but mostly he's got a hook.
And a hook for a
His
hand.
bowling hand is now a hook.
Can't bowl anymore.
He goes outside. There's some disgusting people next door. He owes a bunch of back rent to the weird old lady that owns the place. He has this interaction with his neighbors. Can you get sick drinking piss? I think you can. Even if it's your own?
Quote Mountain.
It might be because I thought there would be more from
There are
from
several
Bill Murray,
quotes.
but I couldn't find any. On
Bill
the-
Murray's not a ton of them, yeah.
Yeah.
So he ends up leaving before she asks him about rent. He goes and tries to sell bowling equipment and oil and stuff to a local bowling alley. They don't want anything to do with him. He clearly has tried this, I don't know, daily, weekly.
Yeah.
And this is when bowling's not as popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to sell them funny condoms too, I
Yeah,
believe.
funny condoms. Put it in
We
your.
don't even have that machine anymore.
You call yourself a bowling alley? While he's there, though, he hears a strike and is very intrigued just from the sounds of the pins.
Yeah, got some good force going down there.
He heads over and we
What
meet.
kind of oil pattern do you think they had on that?
That looked like just a straight slick.
Scorpion?
Just the I don't think
Oh,
it
bucket
was.
of oil?
I think it's just a bucket
Straight
of oil,
up
yeah.
bucket.
Yeah. We meet the Amish fellow named Ishmael, as played by Randy Quaid. And he's just out there for funsies. It's his little vice. He likes to go bowling.
Sneaks away in bowls.
But he says he's got an average of 265. So Roy is like, yes, we got something here.
It's a nice average.
So he tracks him down. And he says, I want to manage you. And he's like, why would a bowler need a manager? And he like laughs at him. He's like, oh, you need it for all this stuff. And clearly he's just trying to steal from the Amish guy.
Yeah.
But Ishmael's not interested. And he's like, no, thanks. And bikes away. So Roy swears at him and tells him he's a loser. He goes home and the landlady is getting robbed. So he comes to the rescue and throws coffee in the guy's face and chases him away. She calls him a hero and basically says, "Don't even worry about your rent. You'll pay. I know you're good for it. You'll pay me when you can." We go inside and we see he's actually inside talking to said robber.
Yeah, he said it all.
Buddy, they set it up.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
This was really
It's
good.
like, you remember my corny is? He's like, the coffee is not even hot. I need something while I'm pooping. You got a newspaper?
No.
He's like, here, have this bottle of shampoo.
I already read this one.
I need to read. I can't poop without reading. This guy's an underrated part of this movie.
Yeah, it's very quick, but
Yeah.
landlord comes in, catches the two of them together, and now she's mad. She's gonna throw him out of there, and he's like, "No, come on. There's got to be a way I can make this up to you. Something I can like pay you back here." She said, "Well, there is another way."
I honestly did not expect that to happen.
Oh yeah.
I was
We
not
see her laying in a bed and Roy throwing up in the toilet. She's going, "Oh, it wasn't that bad." And then this may be the quote mountain. I think.
Yeah.
What is it about good sex that makes me have to crap? You really judge something loose, Tiger. And he just again keeps throwing up. And then she says, like, "You owe me another month's rent." And then the scene of and walks out the door. So this makes him obviously more desperate to get out of there and figure out a way to get money. So he goes back to Amish country, and this time he's going to pretend to be Amish so he can get Ishmael to listen to him. He obviously is terrible at doing anything constructive, but he's pretending he can work. So he milks a cow, which turns out to be a bull.
He sucks a bull.
It took a while to get her warmed up, but then she really let it go. So,
Sucks a bull's.
We don't have a cow. We have a bull.
Sucks a bull's dick. This
I'm
is
gonna
a
go brush my
bull's
teeth.
dick. This is a bull's dick. Doesn't get that upset about it. Just I'm gonna go brush my teeth.
he is helping to raise a barn and literally drops the wall on the people that he's helping because it's lunchtime. And then they ask him to take the shoes off a horse, so he removes the hooves.
That's not possible, right?
I mean, I'm sure you can cut them off. I feel like you'd get
Not with
kicked real hard.
Yeah, not with the tools that he had at his.
I wouldn't think so.
I hope.
It's weird.
While this is going on, though, we find that the Amish land's getting foreclosed on, and they owe the bank $500,000. Without that, they're screwed.
How do they owe that much to the bank?
Taxes, brother.
Texas, brother.
It's the government.
But okay, I guess they would still need to pay taxes. Yeah.
Look at Wally over here, loving the government. Likes paying taxes.
Are you trying not to look at the Mandalorian trailer right now?
No, I thought it was still the Ant-Man trailer.
No,
but-
this is Mandalorian.
Someone was talking about this at work, so naturally I tried to pull up the GIF of what's his name punching Baby Yoda, and I could not find it, and it really like ruined my afternoon because
Was it Jason Sudeikis?
It
who
was
punched,
Jason Sudeikis,
punched
yes.
Baby Yoda?
And apparently, if you're a fan of this and you see that scene, it makes you really upset. So I do it
Yeah,
as
because
often
it's
as
a
I can.
baby getting punched.
But isn't it like an 80-year-old baby?
It's a baby.
Is he not older than we are?
Look how cute he is. He's a little cutie.
He looks like a troublemaker to me.
Yeah, well, he is, but in a cute way. Like, oops, I'm gonna shoot you with force lightning. Whoops. It's a very long trailer.
Some people shooting guns, Wally.
Yeah, Wally, are you
kind of
trying to avoid
creatures.
this?
No, I don't care. I have no cares for the
Is that
Mandalorian.
Ewok?
it's fun.
What was that?
Yeah, it was fun, and then every single other show that came out was Mandalorian Part 2, Part 2.5, that kind of
No,
thing.
you don't like
Boba Fett?
You don't like Boba Fett?
Boba Fett was bad, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. This is what happens when the TV's on.
So they need to come up with $500,000. And well, it just so happens that there's a big bowling tournament coming up in Reno with the $1 million prize. So Roy says we can split it down the
Okay.
middle.
Yeah. What a fucker.
Yeah.
He doesn't bowl. He's not going to bowl at all, and he's going to split it
He's the
50-50.
coach. He's going to A, get him there, and B,
Wow.
You're going to teach him
teach him
how.
how to bowl.
Yeah.
He already knows how to bowl. He's got a 260 average.
Well, we
Yep.
go to bowling alley to start practicing. We realize that 270 average is over 15 frames, not 10, because he is, after all, Amish, and you got to work twice as hard as the English, as they apparently call
Still.
everyone that's
No,
not
we're
Amish.
still the English.
Work as hard and half over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 10 frames, pff, that's for Quakers.
That's for Quakers.
So Roy is going to bring Ish back. He cannot do it. But Ishmael says, like, fine, let me get out, then I'm not going home a failure.
He's finding the clip of Baby Yoda being punched.
Yeah, it's the best.
And you got bit, and then boom,
Straight up, wham! Punch that baby.
Yep.
He's 80. He can take it.
You just see him go wham,
He's
and
80.
everyone gets very upset when you show them that.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
I love it. Why does Terry Bradshaw have a 12-pack of Mountain Dew?
I feel like you would be duct taped to a chair on top of a car, eating Doritos, drinking Mountain Dew.
Yeah. So Roy's going to drop him off, but after Ishmael gets out, he looks in the mirror. He sees the landlord.
Which I thought, my memory of this movie was like, oh, they do that like 7 or 8 times. No, they just do it the one.
They do it at the very end. That you see.
Oh, they do it one more time
It's
at the
like
end.
the close of like whatever.
I thought it was so many more times.
So they decide, all right, so they talk about it, and then Ishmael says, like, I'd rather get Munson out here than go home a loser or whatever. It's like, what did you say? He's
Munson.
Like, up a creek without a paddle. You got the world in the palm of your hand, you let it all go? Munson.
Choke job.
Royce is not like this.
You're the San Diego Chargers? You Munsoned it.
So we get a nice training montage. They're drawing up strategies. He's hitting the right pockets.
He's
Things
still
are
a good
getting better.
bowler.
Yeah.
He just has...
Yeah. But he's
Has-
not a pro.
He's not a pro yet.
He's a good scratch bowler. So they're in the bathroom talking, and he's asking questions basically about like the not Amish world. And Roy's like, I can't teach you everything. I can only teach you how to bowl. He goes, fine. I can figure some things out on my own. And it shows him sitting in a urinal, pooping.
With the newspaper.
And none of the other people in the bathroom seem to mind.
I remember
whatever.
the first time I saw that, it was probably before I owned it. The first time I saw that joke, I thought that joke was fucking awesome. I thought it was hysterical. Rewatching it, I'm like, yeah, it's fine. It's a fine joke.
It's funny, but
I
also
thought
you know it's coming.
I
But
thought
yeah.
it was so fucking funny when I was a kid.
I feel like I don't know what I would do if I was at a urinal and a dude started pooping. I guess I'd finish up and get out of there as quick as I could.
Just like any other bathroom experience.
Yeah.
Just get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
But what if the only open urinal was next to the guy pooping in one?
You just leave.
give
Do you
him
wait
the-
or do you just...
You give him the shoulder and
You
you pee
leave.
like
Okay,
away
yeah.
from him.
Yeah. These two are going to try the salesman trick again, but Ish isn't even drinking, so clearly that's not going to work. And the bartender, before they even get anywhere, says, like, I haven't heard this in a long time. How does this one go? And then says, like, listen, if you're looking for a money game, I got one for you. Go to this address tonight, basically. So they're, okay, we're going to do it.
They keep messing it up, and Woody Harrelson's like, he gives up at one point when the guy's like, "Yeah, I know what you're doing," and Randy Quaid's like, "You're gonna blow it for us," so like that. You're gonna blow it for us.
And Ishmael won't gamble, but he'll bowl and he'll allow Roy to gamble for him.
Roy can gamble.
So they show up at this thing. The main guy's buddy, I don't know who he is, barks at Roy as soon as they pull up.
I feel like is it not the bartender again?
I don't think so, but I guess I don't know. We then meet Moran and his girl Claudia, who in my mind was Gloria the whole time. I don't know how I made that switch, but
Yeah, no.
What do you remember her from? Vanessa Angel was her name.
I don't
Is
remember
her
from
name.
anything. I know
Is her
she's
name.
in other stuff, but
Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
nope.
Super Babies, Baby Geniuses 2.
Oh, that was the one. Yep, definitely.
King of New York from 1999. Kings of
game?
New York.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Oh, Tom Brady's terrible.
not much here.
Yeah, not much.
I mean, a lot of work, but nothing like.
Nothing groundbreaking.
Yeah.
They meet her and she goes to like saunter away, and Randy Quaid is giggling. Ishmael, he goes, I don't want to be the one to tell him, but with those narrow steps, that girl couldn't have more than 6 or 7 children. And he's like chuckling to himself.
Yeah.
So they're bowling. Claudia's trying to distract him by being attractive, and it does not work.
Mm-hmm.
It works on Roy, but it doesn't seem to affect Ishmael at all. So he ends up winning the game, and so the guy's like, all right, good game, goes to pay him. But Claudia makes a sarcastic comment, and so she's taken into the other room, and she's beaten.
Yeah.
Oh, that was messed up. Her big thing, Vanessa Angel's big thing was weird science.
Yeah.
She's the main girl in weird science.
Yeah. So he beats her up, and then comes out and realizes that they didn't even have the money. Like, if they lost, they didn't have the money to pay. So then things are just gonna turn bad. But the lights go out, and Claudia helps them to escape to Superman, the Tony Hawk song.
The Goldfinger
Yeah.
song. Tony Hawk 1?
Really? It
Yeah.
was?
Yeah.
Yeah, Superman.
Maybe I didn't pay attention enough.
They played it twice.
2 different times they did.
Yeah.
Did they really?
They played that song twice, and they played Real Big Fish once.
Yep.
A lot of ska in this.
And then they apparently whoever does like musical performances throughout this are semi-famous people, but I didn't know.
Yeah,
who most of
I
them
didn't
are.
look
yeah.
them up.
Yeah.
I saw a couple.
Like
random-
all the live performances
Yeah.
was the same group, right?
No, a couple different
No,
people.
it was
Oh, it
different
wasn't?
people.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what the joke was, that they were just finding the same group in just a bunch of different areas.
So they're gonna go in this together, basically. We then go and see that Ishmael's dad has decided, all right, time to bring the boy home, and he sends his more mature son, I guess,
Yeah.
to go find him.
Thomas?
Sure.
Yeah.
So they're at a bar, and he's drinking coffee and smoking because somehow he's been convinced that these are okay things to do. It's a little stimulant. And some woman comes up and asks him to dance, and he's like, I don't even know how to. So she says, like, I'll teach you. So while he's dancing with the stranger, Roy and Claudia argue. They don't trust each other, but she basically says, like, you need me. You don't have any money, and also I'm hot, so you need me to help you. While this is going on, the lady's boyfriend, Skidmark, shows up.
Skidmark.
You guys recognize Skidmark?
No, who's
No.
Skidmark?
I didn't either. That's one steroid monger, Roger Clemens.
No,
Oh,
it's not. Was
yeah,
it really?
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Yes. Roger Clemens.
So the whole local crew is about to beat up Ishmael, so Roy goes over and just punches him out cold.
It's actually not. I mean, I don't want to get punched in the face, but actually not a bad move to save
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah.
So that's what he says. He's like, I saved him from getting like really pounded on.
Like he could have gotten his hand cut off,
Yeah.
like me.
Right.
Instead, I just punched him once.
And then Claudia's like, yeah, but you didn't have to like put hot sauce in his eyes. Or go have a drink with them afterwards.
Put hot sauce in his eyes.
So we see them now. They're hustling their way across the country. They go into bowling alleys. Claudia distracts the other people.
Yes.
It's not working on the farmers though until Ishmael knows what's up. And somehow they find a sheep.
Yes.
They bring in the
Somehow.
sheep in, and that distracts the farmers.
Somehow.
Yeah, I might have missed that part too.
I like how going back where he starts drinking coffee,
Yeah.
but he's smoking a cigarette and he's like, I can't drink coffee. It's a stimulant. When he hears, I was like, what the fuck do you think cigarettes are?
Oh, okay. He also now is going to strip clubs as well.
Yes.
That's part of his deal now.
Yep. When does he start wearing the beer helmet? At some point, he just wears a beer helmet for
Yeah, he does.
a portion of the movie.
It's coming. I don't know when, but it's.
And he like wears
I
it so
saw-
much, he
he
wears
had
it to
a-
sleep at one point.
He had Jim Beam and
Yes.
a Coke on one on the
Yeah.
Yes.
At late one night, Roy tries to take off without Claudia, but she meets them outside, and she's ready for it, and also maybe doing the same thing. So they get into a legitimate fist fight, Claudia and Roy, which of course Claudia. And he says like, "I've done a lot of low things, but I'm not going to beat you up." And then she kicks his butt
Yeah. She kicks him in the balls like
a
five
bunch of
times.
times.
Too.
Yeah. Ish sees this and also hears them arguing about how they're both using him, and it makes him sad. So he wanders off, and they don't know where he goes. So now it's just the two of them, and somehow they end up back in good old Oslet, Iowa. Still not a real place.
A bizarre turn here.
Yeah, it's very run down. We get some of Roy's sob story. He was too embarrassed to ever go home. He said he heard his father died. He didn't go home for the funeral. So he's like, it's really weird being here, but then also it's run down and disgusting, and it sounds like nobody's there.
It's his fault.
But somehow in Oslo, they find Ish at a strip club working
as a
but
stripper.
as a lady because he's all makeuped up.
Yeah, he's like a drag queen, but
I don't know
that
what's
strips.
going on here.
A drag queen that strips. They're meshing a lot of
And
weird
he
things
seems
together.
to be into it when he's on stage, but then embarrassed by it afterwards.
He's having fun.
Yeah. He also,
How did he get this job?
at this point, he's still not drinking.
Right.
So he doesn't have that. But he's in the back seat clearing a 2-foot bong in the back of this convertible. So finally we get to Reno, and then this is where he really starts partying hard. And he blacks out. He wakes up and he's got a little tattoo on his chest. And he's like, oh God, I'm a sinner. Like I've defaced my body. Like I'm Amish. This can't happen. He's like, oh, I guess it's little. It's not so bad. And we see his back, and he's got a giant tattoo, a naked lady tattoo with giant boobs on his back.
That's great.
Ryan,
Great
you
joke.
own the towel version of that tattoo.
Yes, I bought that. I remember we were like cleaning up, and I forgot I owned that, and we were like washing everything when we moved. My mother-in-law found it and like opened it up. She's like, "Well, Ryan, I assume this is yours." Like, yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yep.
my naked lady towel.
yeah, that's my like lady towel. What do you want? We can throw that out. Yes, that's my naked lady towel.
So we
Why
run
did I
into
keep it? I don't understand why I brought it home.
a keepsake. It's such
It's a
a
good
memorable
towel.
trip.
Yeah.
Now that we're in Reno, we find out that Big Earn McCracken is there, and he's there to win the tournament. He's getting interviewed because he's the big star. When she asks him about a pending paternity suit, and he says, that's not a case at all. The woman's a stone-faced liar. Let's not even talk about that. I pulled out really early on that one.
I pulled out really early on that one.
That's quote Malin right there. I pulled that really early on
my
that
God.
He immediately, though, recognizes Munson, and he goes over, and he, like, starts to apologize. He's like, yeah, for the first couple of years, I almost thought it was my fault. He also knows Claudia and find out they were together. He wants to get back together with her, to which she replies, I'd rather mop the floors at a peep show. But now we know they have a history, and then, of course, Moran shows up, too. So everything is coming together in Reno. So Moran says he's going to, like, basically kill Roy and Ish. So she leaves with him and takes the money, possibly to help them, possibly to just steal the money, the 42 grand or whatever they've accumulated to this point.
Which, how the hell do they play in the tournament then? Oh, because of the ring. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
They can't afford to play in the tournament then, except for he has the ring.
Mm-hmm.
So McCracken, though, is taking shots at him, and Ishmael stops Roy from taking a swing at him, ends up doing it himself, and breaks his hand, hits the wall, breaks his hand, and somehow talks Roy into, like, you got to do it yourself. You're a championship bowler, even though he doesn't have a hand now.
He has a rubber hand on a hook.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But he says, like, you'll get used to it in the early rounds, and then you'll be good by the end.
I feel like when
I
you
thought-
spent 17 years strengthening that left hand to bowl,
I was gonna say I thought
like bowling
for
left
sure
hand, you have another hand.
he would just make the switch to be a lefty.
That's
Nope.
not as funny as you throwing a
He's
bowling
got the
ball
rubber hand, yeah.
with the rubber hand on it and
That's
getting
fair.
all the pins down because the hand knocks them all down.
So he's going to sign up for the tournament. While they're getting ready to bowl, we see a commercial for Bigger and McCracken's charity, and he has
Yes.
a charity for single mothers,
Yes. Yes.
which,
I
of
take
course,
care of the
like
kids
everything that
and
he does in any
the
movie,
mothers.
I guess this commercial was like completely ad-libbed.
He does some ridiculous stuff in this movie.
Yeah. So this is like the last straw. Roy's in.
Go deeper, Jonathan.
Oh my God.
So he starts working his way through the early rounds of the tournament. We see his gold ball is back. He apparently still has his ball that he used to use. He bowls against some real actual bowlers in this movie, including some punk named Parker Bone III.
What?
Yeah, he
Big old Parker Bone?
Parker Bone's in it. And then I think the douchey announcer Randy Peterson is Randy Peterson. Is that the guy that PA straight up walked away from?
Yes.
I was trying to find the clip. I couldn't find it.
You couldn't find a bowling clip from ESPN2
Yeah, I could
from
not.
2007?
Of an interview about the bowling, not even the bowling.
Wasn't Randy Peterson was the announcer, and he was funny.
He was
But then he also
an
bowled.
actual bowler. Yeah.
But then when he bowled the one time, didn't he like yell at the audience?
Yes, he like told him to shut up or something. He was like a Hall of Fame bowler who became the like I think to this day is ESPN's lead bowling announcer.
I
Or
remember him
something.
yelling at the audience to shut up.
Yeah,
In one time.
and I'm not sure, but I think he was the one that PA straight up walked out of the interview on.
Oh God,
Patrick Allen, oh, he was the best.
what's he doing these days? I wonder. We used to watch bowling. We never even talked about that. How we watch bowling every Sunday.
Every Sunday,
Hungover as fuck.
Yep.
Watched bowling every Sunday morning on ESPN2.
We had names for all of them because we didn't bother to learn real names.
Yep. Everybody had a nickname. We guessed the commercials because they only had 4 different sponsors.
That's
so
why I was like, I'm pretty sure Odor is actually what this
it was,
tournament is.
GoRVing.com was
Obviously.
one. PBA Bowling was one.
Mm-hmm.
Just themselves.
Advertised for themselves.
Yep. Was it Cracker Barrel? There was one food place.
I don't know. but
Waffle
probably
House
was.
or Cracker Barrel?
IHOP. Definitely IHOP.
IHOP, that was it.
Or Denny's or both. I think it was both.
Both. And then there was one.
They couldn't
wild,
decide between IHOP and Denny's?
Geico was the other one.
Oh, of course. Yes.
Geico was the other one.
I feel like
was
you
it.
gotta plant your flag
Maybe it
on
was
one of the
Denny's?
two of those. You can't do. You can't do
IHOP?
both. You can't do both.
All right, so Roy is working his way through winning up these matchups. Of course, Big Earn's winning too. And so naturally we get to the finals. And of course, it is Big Earn.
There you go, Wally.
Oh, boy.
Another one.
Another one.
Got another one.
So 3 out of the 4 teams in the East are in the NFC
Yeah.
are going to be East teams.
Yep.
That's funny. Michael Gallup.
Offensive pass interference.
He was definitely held.
He put his hips right into that
He may have
guy's hands.
stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, they're gonna call that back.
Oh, good.
That guy almost picked it.
And then he's going to
Wow.
pick.
People love this
All
shit.
right, so we're in the finals. Big Earn versus
We're in the
Roy.
finals.
Roy, we find out, is the rubber man now. They call him that because of his hand. And then we talked about this a little last week, but Big Earn McCracken pulls out perhaps the second best bowling ball ever created.
Yeah,
Second best?
It's the second best bowling
What's the
ball ever
best?
created. The PBR spare ball
Yes.
was the number 1 bowling ball we saw when we watched bowling. And it's still the best. It's a PBR sponsored spare ball.
Just the ball that they use when they want to throw
Only
straight.
when they would throw spares. Or try to get a spare, I guess. When pins were left on the board.
Oh,
Whatever you say.
that guy.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like
a
that,
PBR ball.
All right. No. This golden rose is the best.
It's the second best. But that does mean it's finally time for an eBay war.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
I was really hoping this is what you were gonna choose because I'm like,
so happy.
they have to have imitation bowling balls.
Oh my god.
It is in there for you to view.
Oh my god. It's a
Oh,
bowling
wow,
ball
it's-
the rose signed by Bill Murray.
Ooh.
You ready for the description here?
Yeah, give me a
$1
description.
billion.
Bill Murray autographed signed Kingpin bowling ball, JSA COA exact proof. Bill
Okay.
Murray autographed signed Kingpin bowling ball, JSA COA exact proof. This ball was obtained directly from Bill at his annual Caddyshack Murray Brothers golf tournament. We have provided an exact proof photo of Bill holding the ball during the live auction. Comes with full LOA from James Spence Authentication. Please feel free to ask any questions about this one-of-a-kind item.
Damn,
This
this thing is
is-
baller.
This is.
And then you'll see there's a second picture of Bill Murray holding said ball.
Oh, you put another one in?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, look at
Wearing the oh my god, everything about Bill is minus
that.
his
Oh, what a shirt and the umbrella hat.
I love it. I want this.
I would.
I want this, but I can't afford this.
For sure, we
Can
cannot
you?
afford this.
No.
Well, let's find out.
I want this, but I can't afford it. It's who
It's
has to go
between
first?
me and you, so that means we are tied. Oh, but I had the lead last, so I have to go first.
All right.
Bill Murray autograph.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go with $1,500.
Okay.
I feel like it's a little low
interesting.
still, but
Is that low or is it too high? That's what you need to decide.
This has to be way more than this because this ball is fucking awesome by itself. So
Yep.
it's probably like $4,500 or something like that.
Is that a bid or is
That's
that
a bid.
okay. Ryan, you are the winner.
It's probably
Price.
like $10,000.
U.S. $5,000
Yeah.
even.
Damn.
But worry not, Wally. You can get it for 24 monthly payments of $240.04.
It's not a car
24
payment. It's
month-
close.
It's-
Not a car payment,
Oh,
but
man.
it's close.
Yeah,
This
that's a
thing is
beautiful
fucking
ball.
sweet.
It is sweet.
That is
I wanted
so
to look
good.
and just see if I could find a bowling ball like this. And there was one that was like not as good. And then I found this with the signature and thought, oh my.
This is too good. Too good.
So there you go. Pick
I
up
love the
winner, Ryan.
ball. I love Ernie McCracken. I love his subtle, like, nice guy being a dickhead
Yeah, he's great. at it.
approach. Love that.
All right, so he pulls out this ball. Everybody loves it. His hair in this scene is phenomenal.
Yes.
It's
gets-
just he's got a giant comb over, and it just starts falling the wrong way, and it's
Yeah.
like 2 feet long, hanging off the side of his
By the
head.
time it's over, it's
It's like
sticking out like
straight
a
up.
tree branch. It's so good.
We go to some bar somewhere. We see Claudia's watching. She's still interested. 4 straight. He's missed 3 extra points tonight. What a loser!
Come on, Mahar. Miss another one.
He
Oh.
fucking did.
He did.
What the?
He gets caught right now, right?
No,
Caught him right now.
Look at the look on his face.
he's
Oh my god.
Jerry might cut him. Jerry actually might cut him.
Jerry. Oh my god.
Get out of here, Mahar, you loser. Good thing that Tom Brady's terrible, so it doesn't matter. But he's missed 4 this game.
He just keeps pushing them all.
I'd like to think if in a pinch,
think
I could hit 1 out of 4 field goals.
from what are they? Where do they kick from? The 30 or
don't
from the
even know now.
25?
It's definitely longer than it used to be, but wow, what an idiot. Okay. So right near the end, we're in the 10th frame. Ishmael's brother shows up.
Gallup's like he missed again.
That's gonna be Sports Center top 10, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Not top 10.
Or yeah.
Yeah,
They
So-
still do that?
they did
They did.
because I saw
RPI.
RPI hockey on
Is that
there.
what it was? Scoring on their
Was
own
on
net?
the
It
not
was,
top
yes,
10?
yes, it
Oh.
was.
Yeah.
It was a very nice own goal.
It was
very
it was
skillful.
a very good deflection. I was live in person for that, and I thought like you got that game had like everything. They were losing. They had a 5-minute penalty, like they had a power play,
for 5 minutes.
and they scored 3 goals and took the lead.
Oh wow!
But then at the end of it, they gave up a penalty shot. And it was tied right away, and then they own goaled themselves. Which sadly,
My god.
not the first own goal I've seen at RPI. A couple years ago, they had one where the net was empty because they're on a power play, like a delayed power play, which means as soon as the other team touches it,
Oh
It's-
Jesus Christ! They went into their own
they
net.
passed it into their own net.
How do you do that?
It's RPI, brother. All right, so Claudia's watching. She's still seeing what they're up to. Ishmael's brother shows up, and he's like, it's time to go home. And Ishmael's like, it's the 10th frame. If he wins this, the farm is saved.
Yeah.
We can't go anywhere. And also, I have a half a beer left. And he's like, Ish, we're leaving. He's like, "You okay?" And he does. So Roy's up first. He gets the dreaded 7-10 split. It's
Yep.
impossible to pick up. Naturally, he picks it up.
Because he hit it so hard
Uh-huh.
that the pin came back out.
It's called pin action.
Yeah,
That's what you do.
Makes sense.
It's called pin action. You gotta work on that scorpion pattern.
Yeah.
Oh,
What were
fuck
the-
both
what-
of you.
What were the other patterns?
is there
Oil,
a
scorpion.
jaguar one?
Is it a snake?
Maybe.
Snake?
Serpent.
Serpent?
Yeah. Serpentine pattern.
Serpentine? Scorpion?
I want to
Scorpion
say
was
there
my
was. I don't know
favorite.
if it was jaguar, but there was another like big
Yeah.
cat or something.
Right. Always the cats.
He picks it up and then hits a strike. So now the pressure is fully on Bigger and McCracken.
Yep.
He's got to turkey his way out of this. 3 strikes in a row. That's
Yep.
what that means, Wally.
I knew the turkey.
Was 4 in a row?
From
It's called
from
a ham
Wii
bone.
Bowling. From Wii Bowling. I knew
4 in a
the
row is a
turkey.
ham bone.
Yep.
5 in a row is a 5-bagger?
Yeah, then they all just 5-bagger, 6-bagger, 7-bagger. They get lazy.
Yeah.
How many strikes for a perfect game, Wally?
13.
12.
Damn it.
Oh.
Close.
Oh yeah, I always
Fubolowski.
forget. I always forget that it's
Oh my God, Tom Brady's the worst.
it's not add 3 to the 10. It's
Still-
2 extra balls.
2 extra shots.
Still going.
So Big Ern steps up and he hits all 3 and he wins. Is this the first time for us where
A bad guy wins?
the protagonist loses the big game?
I think
Yes.
so.
Yes, it
It's
is.
not the last, I don't think.
No, definitely not.
But it is the first we see where Roy Munson loses.
For sure, this is the only time that we've watched the team lose.
Yeah. Straight up lose. Big earn.
Yeah, I really I thought oh, they're gonna call. He went over the line. I thought something.
Yeah,
Nope.
he just wins.
He wins straight up.
And just Roy's sitting there till the place is closed. Then we go to a scene where it's him and Moran has found him, and he says, Claudia took off. I tracked her phone. She keeps calling Ernie McCracken, what's your relation to him? And they get into a fight where they're just him and Moran's buddy just punching each other in the nuts, just in a circle. Just
Very good.
but he basically says he's the one that did this to my hand. He's not my friend either.
So we're to assume these guys go beat the fuck out of Ernie McCracken?
It seems
Probably,
like it.
yeah.
Moran says that's where they're going to find him,
Yeah.
and then it looks like Munson just goes home. I don't know,
Yeah.
but now he's dumping out booze. He's a changed man.
Clean up. How are you not affording rent but have that much reserve booze going on?
That's
See all
just
those bottles he was dumping out?
That's what you do when you're an alcoholic.
Yeah.
I got lots of reserve booze at my
I
house.
actually knew a lady who was drinking pretty much every day and didn't have money to pay rent. And I'm like, well, just fucking stop drinking.
I remember thinking when I was in
you
college, I
I
don't
can
understand how
see
you
all
could
that.
afford a smoking habit. I don't know how you could afford to buy cigarettes every day. And then I was
Yeah.
like, but there's never a time I can't come up with beer when I want it. So
Yeah. Literally, I have $6 in my account, and I'm buying that Red Dog, baby.
Yep.
I'm buying that Red Dog.
give me them 3 Steelies.
Give me
It's gonna
those
get
Red
crazy.
Dogs.
3 Steelies, and I'll have enough money to go get some wedges at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So Claudia shows up to his home, which this should be enough to be like, gross, I don't ever want to talk to you again.
You stole our money.
But she comes back and she says, I just called McCracken's phone to throw Moran off. I have the money. Actually, I have twice as much money. He's like, how did you do that? She's like, well, he bet against you, and so he won. And he goes, well, it doesn't matter because I have $500,000. I'm now a spokesman for Trojan condoms
Because I'm the
I'm
rubber
the rubber
man.
man.
I'm the rubber man.
That's great.
So they decide they're going to donate this money to the Amish village. He goes back and basically tells Ishmael's dad, Roy saved me every time I wanted to sin. He was there to talk me out of it and quote scriptures. Plus, he made Claudia less of a whore, which is what their father says.
Made Claudia less of a
And
whore.
so they're very proud of Ishmael. And when they go to leave, they're like, bye. Brother Roy. Bye, whore.
Bye, whore.
We find out also Gloria fixed his dad's watch, which is very heartwarming. And she's like, yeah, I wound it. He goes, oh, it's got a winder?
I'd never tried that.
So then we get a quick kiss scene with Roy and Claudia, and then a great way to end any movie. Play us off, John Popper.
Yeah.
Blues Traveler out the
Yeah.
door.
This was my favorite. The not even just a quick little John Popper
No,
the
this
whole
is the full
song.
Blues Traveler.
Yeah.
It's like a whole thing.
He's
full
got his
song.
harmonica solo and everything.
Yep.
Plus his fat John Popper when he's still more talented.
He was more talented when he's fat.
That's my theory, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's a good theory for quite a few people.
okay.
Jonah Hill, much funnier when he was fat.
Yeah, well, he's a
People
serious
are,
actor now.
Are people funnier when they're fat?
Yes.
Yes, obviously.
Fat people are funnier.
Yes.
Why do you think
Okay.
I got fat? For the comedy of it.
It's just
Not
here
because
for-
I'm lazy.
just
Why
here
do you
for the
think I'm
comedy.
not funny?
Just here for the comedy. Why do you think I'm not funny? If you were funny, it would be unfair, Wally, at this point. I mean, you already got everything else going for you. Jesus. Let us have one thing.
That's not true, but
When
I
you
will let
lose
you
your
have the funny.
when you lose your hair, then you'll be
I'm getting close to it. So.
then you'll be on our plane of existence.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So I enjoyed the movie.
I loved it. I thought it was great. Most of it holds up. Did we get a last?
I think the very end,
Yeah. Like the end
post
of the
credit,
movie?
is just the mirror of the car and her,
Yeah.
and that's where freeze frame ends.
Yeah.
I love it.
Did he see her again before the final against Ern McCracken?
He sees her in the mirror in the hotel room, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
When he's shaving or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
He sees her
a
once in
few
the
times.
car and once in the mirror.
Plus when
Plus
she
the
does
end.
it originally.
Yeah. All right. Well,
So
she
we
just
got
does it to his
4 of
face.
them probably.
Yeah, I liked it.
This was good.
I enjoyed it. Nice, fun rewatch. Glad I own it. I could go back and watch this again. All right, time for Quote Mountain. Did we come up with one,
I think it's
or
one
do
of the
we?
two.
What was the one that you said that?
So there's the big urn about pulling out,
Yeah, that one's good.
and then there's the one that the lady about crapping after her good sex.
Oh Jesus! Yeah.
What about, okay, you want me to bowl for some big money, but I'll lose my entire bonus check because I'm so bombed.
You get that
You
way
get-
on ginger ale?
No, he was sniffing glue in the parking lot.
I like the. I think I like the ladies
What about?
crap one.
What is it about good sex that makes me have to crap?
Yeah,
You've really jarred something loose, Tiger.
it must be hard to spank your monkey. You have a monkey?
That was a good one too.
Everybody, there's a shit cloud coming. Run for your lives.
Yeah, Randy Quaid playing the dopey good guy was very funny.
Yeah, he's not usually that character,
No, he's
so
not.
it's kind of fun to see him as an innocent guy. You get sick drinking piss?
Even if it's your own?
I don't know. I like the what is it about good sex? That's a
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
man. You really jarred something loose there,
Oh,
Tiger.
God.
Apparently, she was in one of their other movies. She had a small role, I think, in Dumb and Dumber or something.
Okay.
So somebody said she should play this role, and I guess the Farley brothers didn't really want her to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But she showed up to the audition in full costume, like as the lady, and they legitimately thought that she was a homeless woman, like looking for money. And then when she read the part, they like didn't even like. She was the last one that they like even like not interviewed, but had tryout for the role or whatever.
Oh, this lady. Oh, she was in Insidious.
Yes,
That was
which
really
I
good.
did see a while ago, but it's been a long time.
I like this one from Ernie. This isn't going to win it. Honorable mention. He's walking through the bar and he goes, "Hi, not you. Hi." And the ugly girl walks by. He's like, "Not you. Hi."
I do like when they're at the very beginning when they're eating in the diner, and he says to the waitress like, "Hey, why don't you go wipe that perfume off and come back?" And then he says to Roy like,
Wipe that
"Why don't you
perfume.
finish it outside and then come back in and talk to me?"
Wipe that perfume off. All right, stats and goofs and trivia. Peter Faley called this film the biggest failure of his career. That's got to be.
I mean,
because it
it's-
made $30 million.
Yeah,
That's got to be wrong, though, right? Because they fucking made some shitters
I don't know what else they
over the
made, but
last
I'm sure
like
they
20
did.
years, haven't they? They made some bad movies. Michael Richards was supposed to have a role in this movie, but the conversation didn't go well. There was a big disagreement. He climbed out of the window and left during their meeting. Wow.
Oh, I read that. These guys do have good movies, but yeah, they got some not so good ones too.
Fans are made of cardboard.
Osmosis Jones.
It gets worse than that.
Yeah, there's bad ones.
They made The Heartbreak Kid, which is a TBS movie.
Yeah.
Hall Pass, Dumb and Dumber 2, which I still have never seen.
You
Oh,
never
But-
saw Dumb and Dumber 2?
They
No.
make Fever Pitch, which I've
Dumb and
never seen,
Dumber?
but I assume is probably the best sports movie ever.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
Jesus.
How have you never seen that?
Because it looks awful.
Oh, my God.
Stuck on You, I saw, I think, on TBS.
Oh,
And
that's
Matt
the one
Damon is literally like
stuck on himself.
no, they're like brothers. Greg Kinnear and Matt Damon are Siamese twins or whatever.
Right, right.
Shallow Hal, which was good. I feel like
That's
now we
A little weird.
yeah. I never saw Osmosis Jones.
I've just heard terrible things about it.
Me, Myself, and Irene's good.
That's not bad. Yeah.
Something About Mary's good.
Mhm.
Yep.
Kingpin and then Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
they got
they-
some
mostly
mostly
good.
good.
I didn't understand this when the guy from the stands yells out, "Attaboy, Luther." That's something, a reference to Don Knotts, apparently,
Yeah, I don't.
in another movie. So, Michael Keaton was supposed to be Roy Munson. That's
That'd be a
interesting.
whole different movie. Yeah.
It'd be a little
Yeah.
different. All right, who's the MVP
Yeah,
of this?
if it was him and Chris Farley and Jim Carrey,
And Michael Richards, whoever
this
he was
is
supposed to be.
an entirely different movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dark. All right, who's the MVP of the movie?
Big Earn.
Big Earn's only
Big
in for
Earn.
parts of it. I
Give
think
me-
it might be Randy Quaid.
Wow.
That's
But
fair.
if you guys want Big Earn, I won't argue with
I'm
you
going
on
with Big Earn's hair.
All right, Big Earn's
MVP.
in.
it. Yeah.
Big Earn's here. Although, what about Colt Mountain? Colt Mountain. All right, final verdict.
Yeah. For that, I'll give it a 6.9.
I'll give it a 6.9. I like it.
It's got a 6.9
That
then.
puts it pretty
make
high,
it easy
doesn't
for
it?
you.
It puts it like top 5, top 10.
That puts it pretty high.
It's not bad though. It deserves being sort of high.
No, it's about mid-table.
All right, well
That's
that's where it belongs. Yeah,
That's
perfect.
fine. Like you said, mid-table there, like you're a soccer fan or something. All
I was
right.
watching 2 teams play this weekend.
Which
I didn't
ones?
know either one of them. They both started with a B. I don't know who they are.
Birmingham.
Nope.
Nope. Brighton.
I don't think so.
What league were you watching?
It was somebody that just like got called up to the big show, I think.
Are you sure you were watching English?
I think
Let
it
me
was
see what
Brexit, maybe. Maybe that was the team.
Yes.
Brexit. Yes.
Brexit
Brexit is
was
the team. Brentford and Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
That.
That's fair.
I don't know who
Brentford
these
and
people are, but
Bournemouth.
they're like, yeah, this one team, once they get up, they actually never lose.
What in the world made you want to watch Brentford and Borford or
I
whatever?
didn't end up watching it, but I was flipping around
That's a
because
good
it was
question,
that
'cause
or some college basketball.
Wally
game
would
that I
watch.
also-
I really want
It
to.
was
Bradford
that or
and
like
Brentford.
Indiana college basketball, and I was like, Big Ten college basketball is okay.
I'd watch a movie. I'd watch a movie.
I think I watched cooking shows at PBS. I'm not sure.
All right. Final verdict 6.9.
Yep.
We nailed it. Nailed it.
Yep.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. All right. Next review is me.
Yes.
Got to spin a wheel and make a deal so I can figure out what movie it's going to be.
Yep.
That was an enjoyable watch, Kingpin. It didn't feel.
Yeah.
It was longer than I thought.
It was
but
longer.
It didn't feel.
And having
too bad.
watched it twice in 2 days, it was much longer.
Is there anything you want to take out? We've got only 6.
No, you can
so
leave
I've
it
got-
because
I'm missing
we're not going to have
something.
another
Oh,
bowling movie.
Let's bring out soccer.
I mean, we could have another bowling movie.
All right, so you
Nothing
got
that says
7
won't.
choices to choose from.
Spin Rooney.
It is spinning, and it is landing on soccer again.
Oh,
Oh boy,
God.
there's a couple out there, but I can never find them on easily to watch.
Oh.
I have 2 actually. I say there's a bunch. I have 2 on my list. Nope, 3 because I forgot about that other one.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I actually might have
Um,
access to that. So that's good.
ooh, soccer movie.
Yep.
Got one I like.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not out there.
Is
I've
it out
looked,
there?
I've looked for it. It's
Is it
not
out there? Is it out there?
Would it?
Hold on. Checking it now.
It has been, but I don't think it is currently.
Oh, that's brutal. Why can't I find it?
Oh, wait, are you looking for Shaolin Soccer? We did that one.
Yeah,
already.
we already watched that one.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
We can always just go to respin it if you really need.
No, I'm trying to see if I have a movie in mind. I just want to see if I can actually
I don't think it's
watch it.
currently easily watchable. I think it's rentable.
Damn. Why not?
Assuming I'm thinking the same one.
It's the only other one, right?
I have 3.
I've got. Yeah, I only have 1 actually.
I have 3,
Oh, no.
but none of them are available.
I've got 2.
I've got one.
I just got to remember.
One
what
is
the second
Bob
one.
McRae's favorite.
A Bob McCrae favorite?
Yeah.
What the hell's a Bob McCrae favorite?
You'll know when we get there.
You're gonna make us watch a Bob McCrae?
Yeah.
It could be anything with Bob. It
It
honestly
sure
could
could
be literally anything.
Eli Purdy. Look at that stud.
Yeah, that's.
Can this be watched? Hold on. B-Rock the party?
Rock the pot.
Let me check. Checking for another one. The one I want, the really good one, is not available. That sucks.
Yep.
I will say that I have stars.
And this is
through
also
Hulu.
not available. Fuck.
All right, so it's not the one I was thinking of.
Okay. What's the one you're thinking of?
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna use that myself.
Come on.
Let me see if any of the 3 that I'm looking at are
I'm still
available.
looking. Hold on. I got one more shot. One more shot. I just want to make sure we can watch it.
Oh, maybe it might be on Stars. I think this one's available on
Oh,
Hulu.
that might be the one I'm thinking of.
Stars. One's available on Stars.
Yeah.
I respun if you want to take a respin.
Which hold on, let me see if this is available real quick.
Because that one was not when I did Ben like Beckham. That one I wanted to watch Wally, and it was not available at the time.
Nope, this is
We
also
already
not
watched
available.
that.
No,
I was gonna pick,
on
Okay.
Stars.
I was gonna pick Kicking and Screaming.
I knew you were. Can't
Oh,
find
okay.
I like that movie a lot. I think it was on the Lemoyne Channel.
it. It might have been.
I think it was on the
It
Lemoyne
really
Channel.
might have been.
Not available. Second choice was gonna be Ladybugs. Also,
That is available.
That's available.
where is it?
Stars.
Stars. That's what we're talking about.
All right,
On
well,
Hulu.
All right,
Hulu.
let's do Ladybugs then.
All right.
Okay.
My Hulu has Stars.
Yep.
Okay, well I gotta get that information again. I don't know if I have it.
75% sure my Hulu has Stars.
It does.
Okay.
Because that's how I watched.
It's not Showtime, right?
No.
No, I got Stars. Okay.
Because whatever the show is that I just watched in there was on Stars.
The Wire?
No, that was on HBO. Not Gladiator.
He's just combing across all the shared juice.
I absolutely am. I use Amazon. I don't use as much as I used to, but I use Hulu, HBO, and lately Paramount.
Which is stupid because Paramount is garbage.
Awful. Most of the time when I use Paramount, I turn it on, I fire up a show, and then within 10 minutes I shut it off because it doesn't.
Okay, so Paramount has good stuff on it.
But it's
But
a
you can't watch it. It's a
terrible.
It's a terrible app.
Yeah.
Like, it is Top Gun 2 and Top Gun 1. I never need to leave
Spartacus
the house.
was on Stars.
If you give me a Wizinator, I may never leave.
Oh yeah. You were watching Spartacus on my Hulu.
Yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck's watching Spartacus?
I guess it's not a Wizinator. I'm not trying to pass a drug test. What's the thing where you...
a catheter?
No, but yes.
What?
What's
A pee bag?
What's the pee bag that people go to golf tournaments use? What's that thing called?
Why?
You never heard of this?
So you can
What
pee
are you
down your leg.
talking about?
He wants
Like,
to pee. Down,
Why?
He doesn't
why
want to
are
have to
you
get up to
talking-
go to
like,
the bathroom.
I understand that, but why are you talking
if you
about
give me
it?
Top Gun 1 and Top Gun 2 and a way to not get up to go to the bathroom, I'm never leaving my chair.
Is Top Gun count as a volleyball movie?
Top Gun 2 count as
It does
a,
not. No, fuck you guys. No,
as a,
it
as
doesn't.
a football movie?
I've never seen it. I don't know. I've never seen Top Gun 2.
I've never seen Top Gun 2.
Also, isn't it a
what
whole
are you
new sport
doing?
they
What
made
are
up,
you
though?
What are you
It's
doing?
not football. Isn't it a whole new sport they made up?
Yes, which makes it even better. Which made me angry at first. Everything in Top Gun 2 makes me angry at first, and then they explain it or like do something. I'm like, okay, all right, I'm in. Thanks, Top Gun 2. All right, Ladybugs
So we were watching Ladybugs on Stars.
on Stars.
All right. Well, that's
Watch
one of them.
Ladybugs on
Well,
Stars. We're
Yeah.
good. Sorry, Kicking and Screaming. That would have been my number one
That
choice.
was
Though.
the other one. Yeah.
It's a good one. Mike
It is a good
Ditka.
one. Is there a way I can get one that's half regular coffee and half decaf? Half calf. One half.
Not
Yes.
the name of that movie.
Okay, Ladybugs. We're out of here. Cowboys.
Gonna pull it off.
Probably gonna pull it off unless they charge.
Fortunately, they
Unless
are.
they charger
Oh
themselves.
no, there's only.
They could charge
Oh
themselves.
shit, who got hurt?
Gallup? Nope.
No,
There's a
curse.
guy.
Curse.
They're like fourth string guy.
Curse. All right, we're out of here. Peace out. Bye.